Morning everyone. 0 day in Big Bear. We woke up a little bit ago, got situated, now we're headed to breakfast. I think we're gonna go to this place, the Grizzly Manor. They supposedly have really good food and pancakes that are as big as the plate. So I'm all over that. Goal today is to eat as much food as possible, figure out my sleeping pad situation, and I'm debating on sending my ice axe forward. So we shouldn't need it for a little while. We're probably going to need it for bait and Powell whenever we hit that. But I don't want to carry it for 100 miles if I don't need to. So I may go over to the post office and just bounce that forward. Got about a 0.6 mile walk to breakfast. These are the miles that we do that don't count for anything. Kind of sucks, but unless you want to pay money each time you go somewhere, you kind of just have to deal with it. I really wanted to do it, guys, but I don't think I can do it. Hiker hunger's not quite there yet, I guess.
I got one skip.
Okay, so this is how we find a leak in an inflatable sleeping pad. You have to put it underwater, see if you can find the bubbles. So I'm gonna stick one end in and just kind of go through the whole thing, see if I can figure out where this thing is leaking. We'll see if this will pick up on camera here. See, you can see all those bubbles. That's where the leak is, right there. Okay, right there is where the leak is. You can kind of see that little spot. So I'm gonna put a piece of tape there for now. Then I'm just gonna hang this out to dry, and then after it's dry, we'll patch it up. Okay, now that the sleeping pad is dry, I'm gonna take the tape off, spot where the hole is. I can actually see the hole right there. I'm gonna take one of these glue dots and stick it right over top of the hole. Press it down really good. Might use my knife here to kind of smooth it out a little bit.
There we go.
Peel this up. I'm gonna take this Gear Aid tenacious tape patch, stick it right over top. I'm gonna fill a pot with water, get something heavy, and just leave it set on there for a couple hours, let it dry, and then we'll inflate it and see what happens. Alright, so I got the hole patched right here. It looks nice and neat. I just inflated it. I'm gonna let it go for a few hours and see if I lose any air. But I have faith that this will work out. I'm currently laying on the newly repaired sleeping pad. It seems to be holding up well. I may sleep on it tonight just to be sure, but hopefully we're good in that regard. Just had the live discussion on Lil Chap's YouTube channel. Thank you to anyone who may have tuned in. I think it went really well. I had fun. There's the scariest thing you'll see in this PCT series. We're about to go grab some takeout. I got chicken wings, of course. $14 for 8 chicken wings. What a sin. But I got to get my fix. We have not done too much since this morning. We've kind of laid in the room, took naps, ate food. Typical 0 day. The only other update I really have is that +1 has been texting with Chap. I guess he went back on trail today, but we should see him tomorrow. Oh wow. That doesn't look great. These wings look like pure ass. $14 for this nonsense. All right, loyal followers. The night is winding down. I am fed, showered, and ready for bed. We have Chap got a Trail Angel ride set up for us for tomorrow morning at 8:30. So we'll be headed back to trail nice and early. Hoping to do a decently long mile day. And it's supposed to be cooler tomorrow, right? High in the 50s or something like that.
3 or something, I think.
That's good hiking weather right there. So we got that to look forward to. Again, I apologize for the boring 0 days, but you're gonna have these every week or 2 weeks or whatever. So anyway, that's all I got. Megan and Katie, cousin cuz, I love you guys. See y'all in the morning. Good night. Good morning, everybody. We're getting packed up. Our ride should be here any minute. Take us back to trail. Hoping to do 19.5 miles today. It's a pretty big day for getting a late start, so we'll see how it goes. Didn't really do anything special for breakfast or anything like that. I just had a Pop-Tart and ate like a whole sleeve of Pringles that I had left over. Sleeping pad seems to have held air all through the night. This was a fun little town. We must be in their slow season. It's a ski town, so I'm sure they're booming throughout the winter when the snow is here. And then with the lake right across here, I think it's big for like boating and things. So I'm sure in the summer it's also popping, but right now it seems like a lot of the restaurants are still closed and things like that. There's not a whole lot going on, but this town gets all the ski bums, all the boating people, all the hikers. So I'm sure at certain points of the year this place really has a lot of stuff going on. Just got a ride from Tiana. She's a trail angel in Big Bear and she was awesome. So we are back here at the road crossing and getting ready to get back on the trail. We got out of the van and it was real windy and chilly. I was shivering. And now, probably 5 minutes into this hike, I'm already sweating balls. I'm gonna have to shed this Senshi in a minute here. What's this, the AT?
It definitely looks like you. Just behind me, this is Snake City, is what it is.
It's been a really quick moving day so far. A lot of cruisy miles. Been seeing a lot of really nice campsites on this stretch as well. Just big areas for tents. I know the spot that we're shooting for today actually has a privy and it seems to be like a, you know, a nice established campsite. So that should be cool. We have a lot of neat things coming up in the next couple days. I've got about 3 days worth of food on me. I think in about 2.5-ish days we should hit Cedar Glen, which has a malt shop where we can get a burger. We're and get a burger and fries. And they also have a little resupply spot, so I'll grab food for next couple days after that. Right after Cedar Glen, we're gonna hit the 300-mile mark already. And then right after that, we get to the Deep Creek Hot Springs, which are the natural hot tubs, if you will. Definitely plan on making a stop there. Far out comments say that clothing is optional, so that should be interesting. Usually in clothing optional places like that, the only people that don't have clothes on are the ones that you wish did have clothes on. After that, we'll cruise along a little farther, maybe a few more days, and we hit Cajun Pass, which is where the McDonald's is, like right off the trail. And a lot of people participate in the McDonald's challenge, which is where you go to the McDonald's and you order your entire resupply for the next 3 days or whatever. So, you know, 30 McDoubles and a bunch of nuggets and shit, and that's what you pack out for your resupply. So I haven't decided yet. I wanted to do that on the AT and I never got a chance to. This seems like a perfect chance, but I also don't want to feel like shit for 3 days either. So I'm probably going to end up doing it anyway, just for the experience. But got that to look forward to. And then the McDonald's resupply would last me until Wrightwood, which is the next actual town stop that I plan on taking. Probably a Nero at Wrightwood. I had a new lower for my broken trekking pole sent to the Wrightwood post office, so hoping that gets there in time. So yeah, fun out here on the PCT. I'm excited. We were shooting for this lunch spot because we were told there was a picnic table, and this is kind of what we found. Not really sure what happened to it, but it's just the remnants of a picnic table, really. Also, I'm trying the Uncrustables thing for lunch. I'm not a peanut butter and jelly guy, so I got these hazelnut spread filled ones. I'm assuming they're going to taste like Nutella, so I'm excited to try that. They're good. 210 calories, that's not bad. So I pulled out far out to confirm this, but this is Big Bear. That's Big Bear Lake. Right over like there would be where our hotel was. Right here's the little marina where we stopped and skipped rocks the one day. And then over here is where the grocery store was. Here, this little patch, that's the ski slopes. That's pretty wild. You can see the clouds going over the mountains and everything. Really cool view. Well, 3 of the 4 of us went down the wrong trail for a little bit there. I think Roadrunner made it 0.6 down the wrong direction. Chap and I made it about a quarter mile. Yeah, but I think we're on the right path now. Could potentially be hitting some snow pretty soon here. Had a couple little spots, but nothing significant yet. Lunch was good. The Uncrustables thing's kind of nice. If anybody else has any like lunch recommendations, let me know, because I am so sick of tuna packets. Like, I ate tuna every day on the AT, and prior to that I was eating those same tuna packets every day for lunch at work for like years. So I just, like, it makes me sick thinking about it. Like, I'm still eating it, but I need some other options, and preferably things that I don't have to cook. hate stretches where I have to go through this shit. Scrapes your legs all up. It's like going through fucking thorns. Everything wants to hurt you out here. That little building right there, I think is the privy. There's no roof on it. That's kind of funny. Alright, I showed you camp for the night. A lot of people here. That's why I got my vestibule closed. I just got changed. It's one thing that we don't talk enough about is how difficult it is to change in these little ass tents that we use. You gotta contort your body into all these weird positions to get your leggings up and shit. But 19 and a half, felt good. This place is nice. It has the privy. There's water right behind my tent. So yeah, gonna join the others, get dinner going, rest the feet a little bit. For dinner tonight, we got mashed potatoes, which I don't do very often. Kind of got sick of them, but every now and then it's a nice change. I like the pepper jack, of course.
Only draw one at a time.
Yep.
Okay.
And then you draw one, and then you have to discard.
Okay, everybody, I'm in my tent. I'm about to start editing. I was just looking into tomorrow a little bit. So, the first fun thing coming up is the malt shop. And it looks like in 13 miles, there's a road. There's like a cabin and a road that you can walk down to this malt shop. And once you get to a certain point, I think the owner of the shop will even pick you up or whatever. But 13 miles, we would probably get there for like a late lunch or dinner or something. The hot springs are about 10 miles from there. I think the plan will be to go a little bit past the malt shop, find camping somewhere. So then the following day, we only have a couple miles to the hot springs where we can hang out for a while. That's all I really have figured out so far. It was a good day today. Again, just cruising. I don't really feel like I did 19 and a half miles. That's a decently big day. So I think that's a win. Hoping for a good night's sleep. The wind isn't bad here, at least not at the moment. I have water right behind me, so usually that stuff helps me sleep. I think that's all I got for you this evening. Mike V, I love you, brother. Hope all's well. See y'all in the morning. Good night.